Yeah, look, obviously not the result or performance that we were looking for. What I'd say, maybe in summary, is there's going to be nights like that. 29th game, I believe, in MLS. You can't have your good stuff all the time, and we've had it for most of the season. So I think we should give Kansas City credit. They played with intensity. I think they won all the little battles around the pitch, in possession, out of possession. They earned that, and I think it's a reminder for us. It's probably a wake up call, for us, all of us, that what these games are going to look like. Everyone's fighting for something. Everyone's got something to play for in our league. Every team is capable. Uh, a positive is that we're on 47 points. We've earned every one of those points. We put ourselves in a good spot for the playoff push. We're probably a win or two right away from the playoffs. We're going to get home and regroup quickly and get right back where we've been all year. That's it.
All right, we'll open things up for questions now. We'll kick things off with Braden Nurse from the Denver Post.
Hey Chris, thanks for the time. Curious what the message was at halftime and after the game, given the giveaways, maybe a lack of urgency at times, giving up 31 shots and ultimately 2 braces. Thank you.
Yeah, we talked about a few things at halftime, Braden. But the main thing is there's times, sometimes it's self-inflicted. Sometimes the other team, right? There's always another team trying to counteract what we do and what we're good at. And it was much about getting tighter, against the ball, tighter, against the ball, run against the ball more, press more. But the closer connections was really the halftime message. So, if we have those closer connections, we start looking more like us. It's not if you lose the ball. It's when you lose the ball, the closer connections can help you counter press. And we just had to get that sorted. We get a corner kick straight away in the second half. We start pushing, and we just wasn't enough. But that was the message, mainly at halftime.
Going now to Brendan Pullen.
Hey, Coach. Brendan Plone from Burgundy Wave. Coach, what did you see out of Mike Edwards tonight? He obviously started for Lawless and got his first goal in his second career start. How much of a positive is that for him and just kind of his momentum, considering his journey with the Rapids 2 last year, making his way into the squad, and now kind of getting his moment tonight? Thanks.
Listen, I think Mikey. It's what's tough for him in this game is that, again, he's an aggressive, proactive, fullback that has top speeds and plays with urgency, and it's his style of play is it's synonymous with who we are, but it is contagious. He needs everything around him going that way too. But I saw a player step on the field with belief, and I thought he was put out a bunch of fires. We had to put out a lot, and he had to face a lot. So it's tough. It's tough to. We're not going to go around and talk about all the positives. Mikey he's an aggressive player. I'm glad he got a goal. He was strong in a lot of the duels, but it was a lot that we had to take in our back line. So he'll be better for it. I promise you that. He had a lot of things we can look at and ways he can take a lot of things he can take.
Back to Braden.
Chris, you touched on it a little bit already, but you said yesterday that Peter Vermees is somebody who always has his team prepared. What did he rightly prepare for tonight, and what specifically did Kansas City do well to make things uncomfortable for you?
Listen, this is I'm not going to answer it like a lot of the coaches do, and I'm actually going to give credit. So yeah, listen, I think that his team was ready from the start. They played with urgency straight away. They played in our end, which we knew, but they did it and executed it, right? They get a corner kick right away at the start of the game, and they played with intensity. I thought their team moved us around a bit. made it hard for us to press them in moments. And I thought with the ball, they were able to create a lot of chances, and that's big credit to Peter and how he had his team organized. The other side of that is that, on those nights when they bring their good stuff, you'd love to bring your good stuff and say, hey, when you want to put it right there, and see, where we can measure up against that, against a good team. I think they've won 6 or 7 out of their last 8 in this building. So not a lot of teams come here and have success, but yeah, I think he had the team ready to go, and we'll look hard and we'll learn from it. But like I said, we're in a good spot. We've earned it. We want to get back home in front of our fans and, again, use this as a little bit of wake-up call, understanding what the last part of the year will be like.
Braden?
Yeah, Coach, at the time you brought Reggie in, probably not a ton of pressure on him, but what did you make of his debut?
Well, it isn't the debut that you always want for a player or that player wants, but he comes in, we score a goal right away. I thought he played on the front foot. I thought he was strong in duels. I think he showed composure and intelligence, savviness, bumping guys in moments to win the duels. So it was important on the night coming in. If we of course have to look at the game, what it provides us, but we wanted to get him going tonight. We had to limit his minutes in a big way, but we accomplished that. He was on the pitch, and he'll be more ready for the next one. So, it's good to get him going.
Braden?
Last one for me, Coach, but with Lawless and Sam out, Jackson took a big knock at the end of the first half. I know he came back and played a bit more. Reggie still gaining fitness. How worried are you about this back line, the knocks and maybe depth right now?
Braden, I'm not worried at all. We have a good team. Every team gets stretched in moments. We've been relatively healthy all year. We've taken a couple lately. Lawless, Jackson takes a knock. Sammy's almost there. We've added Reggie. We don't have any worry, panic right now. We just won't operate that way. So we're a fit team. We're a healthy team for the most part. We got to get some guys back. And we're a young team. I've said it almost every press conference. We're fairly young, and when our young guys get these experiences, Jackson, Mikey Edwards, this is only going to make us better for the rest of the year and better in the long run.